them are more than pals.
Our show can be a little gay,
But if you're not,
that's okay.
you can listen and have fun either way. Xena, Star Wars, Doctor Who, guests and music and reviews. Game of Thrones, Winona too. We promise there's something for you. She nerds out. We're girls that like dirty things. Dirty things.
Hello and welcome to the She Nerds Out podcast. I'm Kat.
I'm Wendy.
And this is Tara.
On today's episode, guys, it's always a good day when it's Cat Burrell Day here on the Snop. Happy Cat Burrell Day.
Yay. Best day ever.
Best day of the
Since
year.
the last Cat Burrell Day that we had.
Exactly. Sometimes it's in April, sometimes it's in May, sometimes it's in June. It doesn't matter when it is because it's Cat Burrell Day. So we'll be talking to Kat later. We'll talk a little bit about our last weekend's Herb Expo and Star Wars Celebration specifically, and of course we have a mail sack. But before we get to that, Wendy, inquiring minds need to know, what day is it?
Well, like you just said, it's Cat Burrell Day today that we're recording. But looking ahead to when this episode drops, as they say, June 7th is a good day. It's National Chocolate Ice Cream Day. I
Nice.
feel like I could do that every day, though. June 8th is National Best Friends Day. Hello,
Aw,
best friends.
That's nice.
Say hi to your best friends today. The 9th is National Donald Duck Day. I love me some Donald Duck. He's a good dude.
You
You
know,
know
what?
him personally? Yeah.
No, but I've seen him around at Disney and stuff, and he seems very
Oh.
pleasant and
Needs to
happy.
put on-
Okay.
Put on
Sometimes
some
he
pants,
gets-
Donald.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, I like Donald because sometimes he gets grumpy, like I do, but generally he's a happy duck. Yeah, so happy National Donald Duck Day on the 9th. Iced Tea Day is the 10th. I love that.
Nice. Do you guys anybody here do a Donald Duck impersonation?
No, that's a hard one, right? Like,
No. Yeah. Do you do one, Cat?
Absolutely not. Wendy, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that was pretty decent.
oh, I don't know. I can't
You're
even do
not,
it.
so you're not saying actual words.
No,
but you
I'm
have
not.
You have the sound right. Oh my God. Oh,
Oh, it's
my.
something like that.
That is not a duck. That's a gremlin or a demon.
Sounded
No,
like
it's not a
kind of like
demon.
Gollum or something.
Yeah. Donald Duck's hard to
precious.
do. I've never tried. That was
Well,
my-
you can barely understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a very heavy duck accent.
I feel like I'll work on that for next time. I just need to listen to it a little bit.
Okay.
Give him a brain.
Next year you have a year.
Oh, okay. Well, I got time. I'll figure it out. So,
Well, what month is it? Tara, what month is it?
Pride.
Happy
Pride Month.
Yes, happy Pride Month, everybody.
Um,
You know, in the past we've done Pride festivals and we've gone to Pride events, and so this year to celebrate, we're taking the rest of the month off. Yay!
we got too many pride things to do. It takes up all our time.
yeah.
But I mean, you're hitting the road, Tara. You're going to be on Snop World Tour.
I sure am. This weekend, I'm going to Tahoe for my 100-mile race.
Yes.
By the time you hear this, I'll be done one way or the other. And it's supposed to rain there on Sunday, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be in the 50s and raining when Tara's riding. While
So I'm gonna
Tara's
be
riding,
a little icicle
Yeah.
on my bike.
You're going to be a little prune. At least
In the
it's gonna-
meantime,
I mean, the
I-
temperature thing is good, but the wet thing is not great.
No. Yeah.
I'll be sleeping in and hanging out, enjoying some nice hot breakfast while Tara's slogging. I'm going to Tahoe too because it's Tahoe and it's pretty. So
Yeah.
you'll be in my thoughts though. Too.
Wendy, are you going to
Thank you.
ride around and follow the route? Or are you just going to wait for Tara back at the finish?
No, I'm gonna find myself a nice warm hot breakfast
you gotta
spot
get-
with a view.
You can hit the spots. They got
Or
gambling there.
that shopping. I don't know what I'm
Mhm.
gonna do, but I'm not gonna be riding in. I love
meant
the
in
cold
your
and the
car.
rain. I love the cold and the rain, but that doesn't mean I want to bike through it.
Yeah, you'll be all cozied up in the nice hotel and
The lodge.
really enjoying it a lot
And when
more.
Tara's done, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you're done. What do you want to do now?" And you'll be just crawling to the bed,
Yeah.
the shower.
I'm gonna
Just like-
say I need you to go get me 10 buckets of ice and then put them all in the bathtub so I can take an ice
Didn't you?
bath.
after your marathon in Paris, didn't you like order just a ginormous order of room service or something?
I
Like,
did.
that's what you might do this time.
Yes, in Paris, I had them bring a huge platter of room service, and I had them bring it to my bedside, and I just ate it right out of the bed.
So Wendy, you can like feed Tara that she's
Oh, okay. That'll be fun.
Yeah,
French-
and then the
French
very next week after that, we have Herb Division Expo, and then right after our live podcast that we're doing on Sunday, I leave for Europe for 2 weeks.
whisking away to an
Whisking
international
away.
vacation.
Yes, where I will be meeting up with some Snop Tarts in
Amazing.
England. So anybody out there, you still let me know if you are in the York area or Leeds in the north or the Cotswolds or Oxford in the south. I will be there on the 21st and 22nd.
It's very exciting. And speaking of Herb Division Expo, so we will actually be, so we're recording that live podcast, and assuming the podcast gods are with us, we will have that recording and we will be able to publish that. So that will actually be an episode that we release this month. So that's cool. We're not abandoning you completely, but you know, even snoppers need a vacation. So, but we'll be back. Oh my gosh, when we come back, we have so much to talk about. There's going to be so many
behind.
things. I know. Obi-Wan, Gentleman Jack will have finaled. Hacks will be over. Like, there's so much to talk about.
Oh yeah, because I'm watching the Obi-Wan and it's interesting. There's a lot of because my gosh, Star Wars boys.
Oh God.
Just- They just don't like the main villain girl because she's black.
Wendy.
And it's a
What?
whole thing.
Oh yeah, it's a whole thing. Tara.
Are you effing kidding me?
No.
Of course not.
There's
Are you
all this-
surprised?
Her name is Moses. I
Moses
can't remember her last name.
Ingram. Moses
She plays
Ingram.
Reva. And she's the woman hunting down Kenobi. And she's not liked, or you know, not liked, but the losers that always attack, like was it Kelly Marie Tran who played Rose
Yes.
Tico, or anybody that's a woman or another color, they go after. And they've gone after her. And Ewan recorded a video saying that's not cool, and if you're doing that, you're not a Star Wars fan. We don't need you. And defended her. So she's amazing and wonderful actress, and love
She's a
having her on the show.
classically trained actress.
Right.
She's been in
Yes.
award-winning films. She's worked in like this woman is overqualified to work in Star Wars, frankly.
Yeah.
But you know the problem is, Wendy, there's too many girls in Star Wars. Why are all these
Apparently.
women running around and none of them are in bikinis?
That's the problem. That's the problem.
They're like always talking and things. Like why are they?
know.
Where are the bikinis?
Sometimes they, have good ideas and are telling the men what to do, and they don't like it, and they're
Yeah.
tired, especially if they're not some hot, scantily clad white woman. They don't like it.
Oh, I went down a rabbit hole as I've been
Uh-oh.
watching Star Trek Discovery, and I got onto the third season, and I noticed the reviews were a lot lower, but I enjoyed it for the most part, and I went on there and I just started reading some of the episode reviews, and it was just a barrage of ones. On the IMDb, you can rate 1 to 10.
Oh.
And all these negative reviews, almost all of them had to do with, yeah, we get it, female power, whatever. Where are the men? We don't need to see another female running the show, another taking the time away from the real Star Trek characters that we actually love. It was pathetic.
They're doing that to Kenobi right now. Rotten Tomatoes critic review, 87%, audience score 58. They're
Yeah.
down rating Kenobi because of this. But this last episode, I think probably turns people around because it was pretty epic. So, but
Yeah,
who knows?
spoiler,
I think it got to
spoiler.
where they had ideas of what they were expecting. And then this chick is getting, and I even read that she's getting more screen time than Kenobi in the first 2 episodes, which is not true. I don't know. They're just, obviously they just need to go away.
Yeah. Fanboys need to go fuck themselves.
Those ones anyway. Those bad, stupid ones.
Anyway. Speaking of Herb Expo, some very sad news that we've learned. Of course, there was unfortunately a COVID outbreak at Expo, and some people, I think, as of this recording, around 50 people have been
50.
recorded
50?
as
Wow.
positive. Yeah. So that's scary. I am still not in the clear. I've been rapid testing and PCR testing, and so far so good. But kind of a sobering thing to happen. And unfortunately, an ERPer who had tested positive has passed away because of it. Now, we don't know a lot of details, and we're not going to speculate. We're not going to get into it. But her name was Becca. She was known as a con mom. And really, it's just beyond tragic, beyond heartbreaking. And obviously, our love goes out to her family, to everyone who knew her and loved her, and everyone who she loved as well. And yeah, we're just it's devastating news.
Kind of one of your worst nightmares when you're going to a con or putting on a con, and you
Yeah.
take the precautions. And then, who's to say it, there's so many places when you're traveling and in New Orleans that somebody could have picked up something,
Definitely. Yeah.
but it's just the worst possible outcome, obviously. And it just shows that we're not over this.
No.
It's still there, and it's still, hitting people hard. I mean, not near as tragic, but like even Ming Na didn't make Star Wars Con because she's like said, after 2 years of avoiding it, now I got it.
Yeah.
It's still getting people, and
Oh,
we're having outbreaks at work, so it's not going anywhere. And you just, especially at a con, you just got to stay safe, and hopefully, such a tragic thing to come out of such a wonderful time that everybody had.
Exactly. So we're definitely thinking about Becca, and don't think, we're going to try to have fun here. We're going to have some laughs, but obviously know that Becca is on our minds. Okay. Well, guys, I think it's time to jump into our mail sack.
All right.
Ah, yes, the sack o' mail. Why don't we start with Beck, our buddy Beck, who surprisingly starts the email with, "Hey, nerds."
Hey,
Beck.
I would be disappointed if it started any other way because I like the return of "Hey, Beck." Tara, I love you, but that accent was terrible.
What?
Sorry. It felt like you were just taking the piss out of me the entire time.
No.
El Maslani, though, points for effort. I very much enjoyed everyone's efforts with the dramatic letter reading. Also, your defensiveness after being wine shamed reminded me of like 80% of the conversations I have with my mother. Who's been giving you guys a hard time about recaps? Do I need to beat someone up? I can do it, Maybe. Probably not. But I am tall. Not Crimmins tall, but definitely Burrell tall. I could puff my chest out and intimidate some bitches for you.
Oh, wow.
That's sweet. Thank you.
Thanks, Beck.
Yeah.
I'm going to just jump on the old message board here for a moment. AK, in your experience, are gardeners held in the same esteem as pool boys? Roughly how long do I need to wait until a bored housewife starts sniffing around? Do I need to be more proactive? Should I be wiping my sweaty brow with the bottom of my shirt, revealing my non-existent abs? Or should I be dumping my entire water bottle all over myself? That one seems a little obvious.
Yeah.
It's coming into winter here, so I'll most likely freeze. Also, how do I do either of those things in slow motion and still look somewhat graceful like they do in the movies? I definitely have too much time to think now that I'm outside by myself so much. Love you guys. Beck.
Love you, Beck.
Yeah, I don't know how you perfect the slow motion move. But
Yeah. And they'll be like, why is that gardener so slow all the time?
right. I'm not hiring her again. She works way
That's
too
right.
slow.
Yeah, you might lose work.
Just like touches
Yes.
her hair all the time and
Yeah.
does these
but
weird poses.
I think if you splash yourself a little, that would be
Yeah.
fine.
Just not when it's too cold. You don't
Right.
want to, catch a cold or
No.
something. No. Be safe, but safe but sexy. Safe is sexy.
Right, yeah. Safe but sexy.
Safe is sexy.
All right. I've got one from AK. So maybe we can I'll pass it along. So we'll pass that over to AK from Beck. AK's message subject is eye roll. Okay. So this is going to be good. Whoa, now wait, what? You mean this isn't the officially sanctioned BBC podcast companion to Gentleman Jack? But you But don't you call yourselves, wait, you call yourselves She Nerds Out? Huh. Weird. You mean you're an entertainment show by girls who like nerdy things? For anyone who wants to listen, you mean you're a generalist nerd show, not specifically a recap show? Oh, I see. That must have been a mistake. We all make toast. Toast? Those. Oh, okay, I have no idea what they're trying to say.
I don't either.
I meant we all make those. Maybe we all make toast too. I don't know. See, that's my mistake right there. Wait. Tangentially, I've had a genius idea for a podcast. It could be a couple of friends talking about mistakes, some big, some small, all funny. It would be great. Someone should make that one day. Kat, you should start that one.
Get on that.
I'm so busy right now, you know?
Yeah, with all your other podcasts. Yeah, but you're missing out. I don't know about everyone else, but I love it when you occasionally get confused and get shit wrong. It's all part of the comedy. Plus, we get to rag on you about it in your mail sack. It's all good fun. Speaking of the mail sack, your dramatic letter reading was vastly amusing, so thank you for that. I'm so glad you weren't going for imitation of our actual voices and accents. Wait, but I was. Was it not? Was it not?
I thought that was clear.
Because that would have just been deeply offensive. Oh. Well.
Oh, no.
I apologize. Not actually. I loved it. Those accents were completely hilarious. I mean, the first one was like Ann Lister was in the actual room.
Thank you.
Well done, Tara or Wendy.
I'll claim that one. That was me.
And Tara or Wendy is just one word all smashed together because who knows which one of us it was. Hope you're all having a good time with your various weekend activities. Looking forward to hearing all about them. AK.
Thanks, AK.
I get to see AK on the Snop World Tour. So
All
excited
right,
about that.
don't rub it in.
Just saying.
No, it's very exciting. We want
Very
photos.
exciting.
Lots of photos. Hey, guys, we got one from T2.
I T2.
Read it.
T2. T2 writes, "Hey, ladies. I can't believe it has been over a month already since the Z-Night retreat. It was so wonderful to see y'all again in person, and I really lucked out by having Martina as my yurt mate because she's awesome. Listening to the retreat episode was so surreal. Over the years of listening to Snop, I have had many conversations with you in my mind, or even aloud, earning me a few odd looks. Being able to chat live was so much better. I've been meaning to write for weeks to say that and to respond to other things from more recent episodes, but unfortunately, this past month has been a really tough one. On May 17th, my mom lost her battle with leukemia. She had already beat lymphoma 7 years ago, and again 2 years ago, and it was a major blow to get this new diagnosis back at the beginning of March. She was in the hospital for over 2 months getting treatment, and she fought as long as she could. It was hard to be away from her at retreat, but she had been so excited for me when I told her about it 2 years ago, and she really didn't want me to miss it after the delay because of COVID. My mom is the reason I am such a huge fan of sci-fi and fantasy. As a child, she watched Star Trek, the original series, with my grandfather. She introduced me to Star Wars when I was very young, and to The Next Generation when it came out, and just about everything else. She took me to local conventions and let me join the Star Trek fan club when I was a teenager, making me the youngest member of the crew. She was the reason I was at San Diego Comic-Con when I met you back in 2019. Attending Comic-Con had always been a dream of hers, so I made a plan, got lucky in the ticket lottery, and flew her out for her 65th birthday. We had so much fun together. I just wanted to share a little bit of her with y'all because I know she loved all nerdy things, and I'm really grateful that she shared that with me. And I'm happy to be able to share some of that with my kids too. Anyway, I know you all have a very eventful weekend between Star Wars Celebration and Herb Expo, and I can't wait to hear all about it. I also wanted to wish Tara well on her ride with Team in Training. Maybe I'll see you at an event next year. And safe travels to the UK. Please give Martina a hug for me. Happy snopping, T2.
Aww.
Well, thanks for sharing that with us, T2. Thank you for sharing a little bit about your mom and your history together with sci-fi, and words can't express how sorry we are to hear it. And we love you. Your Snop family's here for you. And but thanks for sharing.
Yeah, your mom sounds awesome. And I have reached out to T2 and I'm going to be putting her mom's name on my race jersey for
Tara, that's so special.
team and training and for raising my for Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. So
Amazing.
just very honored to do that. So
That's a great way to honor her for sure.
Oh, well, now we have to transition out
I
of that
know.
very sweet and touching moment.
This is a tough
with
transition
beer.
episode.
That's kind of what you need,
It
though,
is.
after a nice touching
It
moment
is.
is beer. This is, man. This is- all right. I'm not going to find my place again. That totally distracted me. We got beer, which we now need. Someone, I don't know who, it's anonymous, bought us 21 beers for our third anniversary.
Whoa.
Happy third anniversary with a partying smiley face blowing a little toy and a little party hat emoji. You know the one. But 21
Nice.
beers. That's very sweet. That's very, very
It's-
generous.
So generous. Thank you.
I feel like I'm going to be drinking all of those while I'm in Europe. So
Oh, like in the first few days, probably.
yeah.
And then Beck also bought us 6 beers and it says, "Good luck for your ride, Tara. I hope you enjoy it and don't pull up too badly. My thoughts will again be with your butt. Enjoy some recovery beers on me. I am so proud of you."
Aw,
Aw, thank
sweet.
you.
very sweet.
Well, thank you, someone and Beck.
Someone and Beck.
All right. We also got a very nice review on Apple Podcasts from Liz in LA. So thank you so much. It's Liz captioned the review "the best." So we went into it very flattering and funny and great review. So thank you. And if you love the show, we encourage you as well to go leave a review, 5 stars and some nice words. We do look at them and they mean the world to us. So, and they help us get new listeners for the show. More Snoplings.
That's right. So thank you, Liz. That was a glowing review.
Thank you, Liz.
Well, guys, we have some gosh darn real in life for realsies mail.
New art.
Something has arrived in our mail, our PO box, and it's from Martina.
Oh boy,
I
this is
am-
going to be epic.
Opening it for the first time right now.
Oh,
Oh, with flair.
So much fun.
she dropped the mic, like dropped the,
All right.
Or at least the envelope.
yeah.
Should have thought of having something.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
I got it.
I forgot about the flowers and the
good.
scissors.
Okay. There's an envelope.
Oh, thanks for the envelope, Martina. Is there anything else?
It says, or maybe it's more of a sleeve. It says to open, cut
Oh.
all. Oh no, cut
Oh
all
my
sticky
gosh.
bits. Sorry for all the messy packaging.
Oh my goodness.
Quite all right.
This is a well-protected item.
Yeah. It's like a fun, one of those dolls that just opens into another doll
It's just like that.
until it's just
A
one
nest
little
doll?
sliver of paper left. And then that's
A
the joke.
nesting envelope.
Yeah. Nesting envelope.
All right, I'm almost there. We're almost there. Okay. Oh my
No, no.
goodness. All right. Well, first of all, okay, guys. Oh my god.
Oh,
All right,
no.
I'm gonna take a picture.
Is this us at the retreat or something? I can't wait to see it.
It is us. Not necessarily at the retreat. There's
Oh.
some Star Wars. There's some Winona in here.
Oh,
Ooh, there's a
boy.
shout out to the Why Not podcast. I'm not sure why
Ooh.
that's a thing. There's a there's a peanut. We're in a tie, a snot fighter.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
It's Jello Day. There's a baby Yoda. Okay, I'm taking a photo, sending it to y'all.
I just finished eating a trough of Jello. As I do.
Oh, really? You've had a trough lately?
Yeah. Orange.
I don't know if this is gonna work. Let me get it out of this sheet because it's a little shiny.
Little sheet.
Oh, sheet. There's a lot going on here. Very colorful.
Oh boy.
All right, sent to the text thruple. But look how colorful.
Whoa.
So it's like the purgatory sign.
What?
Oh,
That
my
is so
goodness.
cool. It's not purgatory. Oh my
I'm a little bit
Martina.
disappointed that we didn't come up with that for
I
our
know.
Winona segments. Thanks, Martina.
That is so cool.
Oh, and there's a cat in the very back. I don't know if that's supposed to be CJ, but you'll never want
And-
to stop listening. Aw.
And Peacemaker, how cool.
Yeah. And we're in Winona's truck. We're going to Purgatory.
I'm Tara and I floss. It is. Juice flossing.
Aw.
What day is it when oh my god, the Snop Fighter is the best thing I have ever fucking seen.
It's the mystery beer buyer
Where?
in the corner, the green hat.
Oh my god. This is so cool.
Martina, you've outdone yourself.
I like your hair in the
Oh,
ship.
with the
Kat.
numbers.
I know, it's very floopy.
There's a
I assume
cat.
Tara's wearing plaid.
There's a cat on the front of the ship. Do you see that?
Yes.
An R2D2
with a helmet on.
And we have a rainbow. Where the ship has a rainbow in the front. Yeah, your hair looks awesome,
I
cat.
know. It's on point.
Pompadour is like really
Oh my
awesome.
gosh. Okay, is this for real? Am I literally sitting in the car in a trough of Jello with the cat wearing a Jello t-shirt?
You are.
Martina,
You're
you
in the
have
fact-
captured me
Oh my god.
better than
And
anyone
cat
ever has before.
with the Jello shirt. It is awesome.
Jello. Wow.
Oh my god. Can we get this blown up into like a 36-inch poster?
I want
Yes.
this on my wall.
And look, I love that we're
With
both
the
in
other ones.
flannels.
Of course we are.
Oh, I'm wearing a cat t-shirt in the ship.
Oh wow!
just realized.
The detail. The detail.
Yeah.
Oh, and
The
then
fact that there's a tiny cat on Wendy's shirt in the ship. How cool
did you
is
see
that?
the writing on the wing of the ship?
Yes, I just noticed it.
And the paw prints on the wing of the ship. And there's a chakram on the wing of the ship.
And it on that side it says we have many skills.
Oh my gosh, I can't even take all this in.
And then the other wing it says free cat. No to candy corn. Unlimited Jello for Wendy.
And Peanuts got his head broken off. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Martina, what are we
This
gonna
is
do with you,
cool.
Martina? You're too kind. You're very creative, very funny.
And then the why not?
With
'Cause
the
why
other
not?
one. I
Just
know.
puts their logo on everything that we do.
Seriously.
Literally, Kat, I want to get this and then the other things, and I'm framing them. I'm putting them
Oh,
on my
for
walls.
sure. Yeah. We'll
my
get like
God.
really high res
Yeah.
scans so that we can all have.
That is
we can all
amazing.
have it.
Oh my god.
I mean, I kind of want to steal the Snot Purgatory sign shirt
I kind of
idea.
do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Martina, how do you feel about that?
and we're in Winona's truck.
I love that for us.
Martina, are you okay if we
Can
steal
we just
this?
rip off all your ideas?
Like literally all of our shirts are just
just Martina's
gonna be
artwork.
Martina's designs.
We'll definitely have to work some out.
And
'cause that
again,
is
your
epic.
hair looks great in this and that one too.
It really does. And Martina did send me a nice note. And it's very sweet. Thank you, Martina. Appreciate that.
That is just
Amazing.
There's even like a random little alien over there on the
I
side. Just a
know.
little alien hanging out with us.
Oh, this is
This
just too
Kat and I, we
much.
love the aliens in alien hunting. and
Uh,
I'm Tara. And
Martina,
oh my
you've
God.
made our day yet again.
Grogu.
wow.
You're so sweet and so nice. And you get to hug her, Tara, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah,
for
I
us.
will.
Wow.
Yes. Wow, that's amazing. Can we just call that an episode then? I'm kind of good. I'm done.
Yeah.
Should we tell Kat that we're gonna pass for tonight?
Yeah, let's just cancel.
We done enough.
Pass.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
No, we're kidding.
Okay.
That'll just put it over the top.
Well, without further ado, let's go talk to Kat Burrell. So we are always so excited to welcome back to the Snop, 2-time Snoppy Award winning and all around good human, Kat Burrell. Kat, welcome back to the Snop.
Oh, the Snop. I love it. I don't think I've ever heard you guys call it the Snop before, but it's great.
Yeah.
we are so the Snop.
Yeah, people started
It's
using
not-
it. It stuck. So
It's great. And it's also like, give me the Snop. Give me the, like, I feel like it's like a way to be like, give me the dirt. Give me the details.
oh
Give me the
yeah,
snot.
Another good idea.
we got to use that for on our merch. Give
Yeah.
me
There
the
you
snap.
go. Give me the Snop.
That's going on a t-shirt.
Yep.
Well, it's
Um,
a pleasure to be back, guys. Thank you for having me back. It's always fun to
Of
chat with you.
course. thank you for that, and thanks for always coming back. You're such a good sport. I mean, we're in between two cons. Like, we've already had Palooza about a month ago. Expo was last weekend. EDE is coming up this weekend. Thank you for making time for us. You had every right to quit to cancel this. So thank you for not doing it.
No.
Not quitting us.
It's good. It's good that, and I got all the reminder emails, which I really appreciate because sometimes I don't know what day it is. I'm like, I don't know. It's Thursday. It's Monday. I don't know.
Exactly. So let's talk about cons a bit. Now that, cons are back, how's the con season going so far?
Yeah, con season's going amazing. It's amazing to see people in person again. I just feel like there's this huge sense of like, oh my God, we haven't done this in so long, but also no time has passed. So it's sort of a beautiful hybrid of those two, like, going between those two extremes, which is so great. And it's just very nice to feel the energy. I actually realized that it takes more energy, and it takes a different kind of energy doing the online conventions, because that's really great too, because you get to talk to people who like maybe can't make it to a con for whatever reason, and you're getting like different people coming through there, and that's really awesome. But there's something about the in-person one. It's just such a special energy of like feeling, I think it's like a combo of feeling safe and celebratory at the same time, which is really, really beautiful. So yeah.
My favorite part is scrolling through all the photo ops that people post and the very creative poses that they get. What do you think
Oh my God.
that you can remember is like one of the most creative?
Oh my gosh. We did a body shot one that I thought was hilarious. There was some boxing, like huge blow up cartoon, almost boxing gloves that we did for one this past con. That was super fun. A lot of beignets, working the New Orleans beignet into a photo op is pretty great. I love seeing all the cosplay. Like, I think I still remember the first cosplay I ever saw of Nicole, but also of the other characters. I just think it's like, that is just another level of cool. I'm still like shocked. And it's been the show came out, how many years ago has it been? Has it been 5 since it came out? I know it will be 6 or 7 since we shot season 1 come September. 7 years, I think.
Wow.
So like, it's been a second, and I still feel like, I don't know, amazed by what you people come up with, the art, the cosplay, everything. And you get to see a lot of that in photo ops, just a lot of the creativity. I love just creativity. I think that, it's a big thing why I love working in this industry. And I love seeing the creativity of not just actors, but I like technicians, and I love seeing and that bleeds into the creativity of the ERPers. Like, I love seeing people let that creative spirit run free and to see what they come up with. It's really special. Yeah, pretty awesome.
One of my favorites was someone had dressed up as Winona's truck. I think that was one of
oh my God,
yes.
yes.
The whole thing.
Oh my God. And I remember her laying down and the truck, it moved.
Whoa.
I don't know how it worked. Or maybe this was one, is it the one at San Diego, that was San Diego Comic-Con like years ago?
I think it was a few years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
impressive.
Was incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah. Amazing. People are so creative. It's inspiring. It really is.
Well, you were a good sport. You and I, we did the cat spread, so appreciate that photo op. That will have a very special spot in my wall behind me. But you kind of touched on it. We talked. I was at Expo, and running around, trying to catch people in time and meeting up with friends. It's exhausting. But we always say, imagine what the cast must be going through. It must be emotionally exhausting after a convention. Is that in fact the case?
Well, for sure. There's I always sort of count on a day of recovery. Like, you need a day, which now I feel like, especially having Ronan, I'm just like, that just doesn't happen anymore. But I did get my husband very graciously was like, why don't you sleep in till noon? And I did. And it was great.
Nice.
Because you need that time to come back and readjust your speed a little bit back to normal life. And yeah, so I I mean, it's funny because it's like draining and fulfilling at the same time. So it's like you have your tank that goes up and then like your energy tank that goes down, but like your heart tank goes up. So there is a balance that happens. And it's also like so special for us. I think Emily said it on a panel, maybe this past weekend. She was like, it's so special to also for us to get to hang out together because as we move on to other projects and like these are really touchstones for us to see the fans, to see each other, to check back in with ERP stuff because we are all working on other stories and other characters, and it's really nice to like come back home to that feeling. So I feel like it both drains you and fills you up in ways that are both great. So yeah, it's a bit of both, I would say.
And so what do you got going on now as far as your new projects that you're recharged
Yeah.
now and
New
want to hear about it?
I just finished a movie like 2 weeks ago, I think, 3 weeks ago. I can't even really remember. 2 weeks ago, I think. And it's a rom-com. It's a really funny, sweet movie. It's called Making Sense of Love, SCENTS. So my
Nice.
character is, her name is Shay. She's a perfumer, like very old school, like loves vintage, loves anything classic and nostalgic. And basically convinces herself that she's accidentally poured a love potion on somebody. But it's really a funny script. There's a bunch of, I don't know, we have a thing called Second City up here in Canada. So it's like our comedy, where all of our comedy stars kind of come out of. It's an improv, essentially training center. And also they do live shows and like, it's like our like Canadian SNL, I guess. So we have a ton of actors from Second City, and it's a really beautiful script and very funny. What I love about it is it's like almost poking fun at itself. So as Shay is like having all these weird love coincidences happen to her, she's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this is ridiculous. So it's like, it's very tongue in cheek in that way. And so I love that I love things that know what they are. Wynonna Earp kind of did this. It knew what it was and it like loved to make fun of itself.
Absolutely.
And celebrate the quirkiness of what it was. And I feel like that's what Making Sense of Love really does super well. And I think Robin Dunn, who wrote and directed it, and then also is a phenomenal actor. Like I always just love working with directors who are actors. I think they make some of the best directors because they come at it from such a different way. There's so much specificity. I'm going to have that moment where
You're
I
almost
can't
there.
say that word. Specificity. There it is.
Yeah.
Specificity. In the way that he's giving direction, because sometimes directors, like if you're a good actor, you know what you're doing. Sometimes there's like just so many other fires to put out that it sort of feels like it's a bit of a set it and forget it with the actors. And it's like, yeah, good enough. But with Robin, like he took some beautiful stuff. We kind of, it was amazing. I'll stop talking about this after, but it was amazing because I made like a mood board for Shay. I really love, like for me, costuming is really big for the characters that I play. And anytime that I can be involved in the conversation of that, I love it. And also like the way the hair is, because I feel like the way somebody gets up in the morning and decides like what to put on, what jewelry they're going to wear, what their clothes are like, how they style their hair, do they wear makeup, what does all that look like? It's very much like these are very personal choices. And I think it shapes so much of who this person is. And there's nothing worse. Like every actor's been there. You show up on a day and there's no time and they put you in a costume where you're like, this is not at all who I thought I was playing. And then you're like trying to justify things. So I think that I did a mood board, and a costume designer and the director Robin did a mood board, and we had so many of the same photos pulled, and we had a bunch of stuff from Amelie pulled, and Robin actually took a bunch of visuals from Amelie, and I ended up getting this like really cool clip-in bang piece, which was sort of like a nod to Amelie, and like that's. And anyways, I think it's going to be a really awesome little movie, and I'm super excited to see it. I haven't seen anything yet, but apparently there's a rough cut.
Awesome.
So I will be doing some audio for it. Anyways, sorry,
Cool.
That was the longest answer.
No.
And then after that, what else is going on? I am actually very consciously taking a bit of time off. I'm going to do some cons, and I'm going to actually stay home with Ronan this summer and just try to enjoy, because this year has been mad and we were renovating and moving, and we've just sort of settled into our home. And my husband's about to go on and go on a movie that he's playing a big part in. So he's going to be away for 3 weeks. And so I've made the decision that I'm a few months ago was like, I just kind of want to take June, July, August and and be a little more low key. I might, who knows, unless something
Mhm.
is like, I have to do this. I really, really want to do this. But I really do want to spend some time and just enjoy the summer. And then come like late summer, fall, we'll see what happens. And then it looks like I'm going to be directing a series in like early 2023. So doing a bunch of prep and stuff in like November, December. So hopefully, I'd love to talk about it more. Like we're almost to the point where I could like officially talk about it, but I'm really excited about it. It's with amazing creators, and I'm very excited to like get on the other side and do something longer form, because the plan right now is to do 6 22-minute episodes.
Oh,
So I'm
nice.
Oh, wow.
yeah, so it's a
Amazing.
big job. So I've also kind of like very consciously put away time for that, because I need to bring my best foot forward and do my best work. So I'm excited and terrified all at the same time, because that's basically like over a feature's worth of content. So I really got to get my shit together, and
Yeah.
I'm excited. And yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. That's kind of like how the year's shaping up, and then maybe some like little acting stuff in between. We'll see what the universe unfolds. But I'm also like trying to enjoy a very special summer that I will never be able to replicate again. So I'm very conscious of that, because I think like no matter what happens in our life, if we don't consciously slow down, we miss it.
Absolutely.
We're just moving at such a fast pace, all the time.
Life
and
just
it's
happens to us.
Yeah.
yes, that's how it feels sometimes. And you think, oh my God, like I look back and I think with COVID, that was a really big thing of like, I need to slow down and enjoy some of these things. It was a good reminder.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a bananas year, but that's sort of what the scoop is now. Yeah.
Well, I bet I've got several things running through my head after all that. For one, like I don't know if you're feeling it like us, like as far as things speeding up, like I know I'm having trouble getting used to doing things I normally did without thinking about it. And things have ramped up with conventions and work and traveling, this and that. And so it's like, it's almost harder to get back to that state. And now after a year and a half of doing nothing, I missed that a little bit. But doesn't it feel good to be in a place where, I mean, if you think back to probably when you got started in this business and now like, I'm going to take some time off, like that you can choose to take time off as opposed to like, I have to take everything that comes my way because I'll never get another offer.
Yeah.
And
well, listen, I mean, it also comes with that. Like, please don't get me wrong. Like, I know I should preface that. Like, what a luxury as an actor to be like, I'm going to take a step away. Like, I'm so freaking lucky to be able to feel like I feel good saying, because I got offered like to do something that would have shot in 2 weeks' time. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to trust that another thing will come. And that's, it wasn't really until I had Ronan that I was really like, because I still have that fear. Like I said to my agent, I was like, is this bananas? Am I ever going to work? Like, was that a huge mistake to say no to something? And she's like, no, it's okay. You are allowed to say no once in a while. Like, you have to have your life too. And you have to have, we talked about those tanks being filled up. Like if you're just depleted, you're going to be miserable. And like, what are you going to bring to the work, And I think I'm so grateful. I'm so, so grateful that I feel like I'm at a place where I can feel safe-ish doing that and knowing that something will come. And but it's definitely like a privilege, a huge privilege to be able to pass on a project and be like, I think there's another one around the corner. So I'm going to step away for 2 months and just be. But it's also, knowing that I get to travel for conventions and it's really hard to do that and shoot at the same time. So if I do that, then I can't do cons, then I can't. So it's all like a big puzzle that's constantly being pieced together. And then you have like, a partner who also does gig work, and then you have a child. It's like bananas.
Wow.
So, yeah.
And it's a reward for all the hard work you've put in to this point that you get to take that step away. Speaking of having a child, back in your days of working moms, when you were playing a mom and having to get advice on being a mom, and now that you are a mom, do you look back and appreciate all that more? Or do you think, wow, I totally did not play that. I had to understand how I would react with a kid. So now I know.
Yeah. Now I know. I mean, like I sort of got it in principle at the time, but it was like, I definitely do feel like now I know, but I am so not Alicia. Like Alicia would be so disappointed in my parenting. I'm like, Alicia, but what's so funny, guys? I met Alicia in Toys R Us. Do you guys have Toys R Us? You do in the States,
We used
right?
to.
We
It's
used
like
to.
Babies
Yeah.
R Us. Okay, well,
Mhm.
it's still
Yeah.
surviving here in Canada. I
Oh,
went into
good.
Babies R Us to get a car seat for Ronan. So we went into Babies R Us, and this mom, I swear to you, was Alicia to a T. She was telling me like the
no.
DPI that the tires on her stroller needed to be inflated to so
Oh
it
my
would
God.
perform at its optimum level. And I was like, lady, you are a lot. And freaking me out, man. And I'm like, there I am with like my secondhand stroller being like, I don't know, the one wheel's wonky, but we make it work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, you are a very different parent than I. Because I'm like, I refuse to invest all this money in something he's going to use for 5 seconds. And then what are we going to do with it? And there's just so much waste. And I was like, I can't. So I made it like a religion to drive around as we were renovating this freaking house and literally pick up every piece of baby equipment from somebody else because it's like, holy crap, the gear is insane. But I met this woman and I just thought, oh my God, you're Alicia. Like you are, I've met you now. Like now I know who you are. Because before
Yeah.
I was kind of like, there's no way
Right.
anybody's this crazy, but there are.
You do
And I'm not
exist.
saying,
Yeah.
you know, you do you parent the way you want to parent, power to you, but holy crap. She was intense. And I remember just being like, I can't. And then it got into the like, we should exchange numbers. I'm part of a mom group. We walk around the mall at like 7:00 on a Sunday morning. And I was like, this is not my speed.
Yeah.
It's so funny because Ray like kind of felt like, I don't want to say crazy because that's mean, but Ray felt the vibe and he was like, I'm out, peace.
Intense.
Him and Ronan like went away and I was just there being like, how do I get out of this conversation with like grace and kindness? But also I'm like, I don't want to join your mom group. I'm so sorry, but like I can't do it.
Give her Melanie's phone number. And go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Mel, so funny. Mel's been so great with the advice. Mel and Tim have been just like so amazing with the parenting advice, and Emily too. But I think Em's like a little further away from the baby stage, but Tim like just finished, so it's been
Right.
Mhm.
Tim gave us all this like, you know, this sleep thing worked for them and buy these, don't get that, don't waste your money on this. Like they gave us him and Linz called it their game changer list. And they gave us
Oh.
a list of like all the things where they were like, this changed the game. And we think it's amazing, which was so helpful.
That'd be a great baby book. They should look into that.
Yes, the game changers.
Yeah.
Or it's like one of those consumer reports and it just constantly gets updated.
Mhm.
Yeah, because you
Try
go on
this.
YouTube. Yeah, try this, try that. But you go on YouTube and there's like 700 bloggers who are like,
my
this is
goodness.
my opinion on this stroller. And you're like, oh my
Right.
Oh
God,
man.
how do I watch so many of these? And then you're just overwhelmed and confused and it's awful.
They're all conflicting. You're like,
Starts
Oh my God.
spiraling.
yeah.
Yeah.
Frantically airing your baby stroller tires and everything.
Oh my gosh. DPI. And I was like, lady, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm sure the tires are fine. Like, I'm happy for you,
Yeah.
but you're scaring me.
Okay. We got some rapid fire questions for you, Kat.
I love it. Let's do it.
It's things that people need to know.
Okay.
I'm gonna start off with this one. It's
Okay.
probably, I think it's the most important question on this list. Candy corn, yum or dumb?
Oh, man, I'm kind of on the fence about the candy corn. I'm not so black and white on the candy corn.
Oh,
Okay.
This is
It's
usually
fine.
a more
Like, it's-
polarizing question.
it-
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I need something more. It's fine, but I'm not going to have more than like 5 or 6.
Okay.
Okay.
But you're not
Okay.
disgusted by it. You're not
I'm
offended.
not
by
disgusted, but I'm also like, I would rather have a different kind of candy.
it. Okay. Mhm. That's a hot topic here on the Snop.
It is
Yeah.
a very,
Is it?
Very divisive.
Really?
Very divisive. Very
God, if we
divisive.
had more time, I'd be like,
Yeah.
let's dissect. why
It
everybody
almost
feels
tore
this
us apart, but we've made it through.
we did. It came close.
way. Such a powerful bond you have.
All right. How about red vines or Twizzlers?
What's a red vine?
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah, I gotta
That's
say,
our
I,
answer.
I,
the
I
answer.
don't even really know either.
Licorice, like the red licorice.
Licorice or
strips?
twist? Oh, Twizzler's the one that you pull?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Because in Canada, those are all Twizzlers.
yeah, and they're
Oh.
disgusting.
I don't actually know the difference. I'd love
Oh.
to like do the Pepsi or Coke challenge, but with a red vine and a Twizzler, and then I could tell you.
Okay.
Mhm.
But
Okay.
when I think of a classic piece of licorice, I don't know.
Okay.
Twizzlers? I really don't know. But I
Not
did
passionate?
enjoy. I'm not passionate. God, I'm really not passionate. Ask me about chocolate. I'll give you an
what
opinion.
candy are you passionate about? Oh yeah.
Chocolate. Any chocolate.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, Team
Winner.
Chocolate. I always pick chocolate. What about pizza? What's your favorite?
Ooh, I love pizza. I'm actually really into the like pizza with a little like a spicy and sweet
Mm.
with honey. I'm really into
Oh.
that right now. A lot of the places will call it like the killer bee or like the.
Oh yeah.
It's very
I've
good.
had that. I've
Okay.
had that.
Favorite
Very,
curse
very
word.
Probably the F word.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm
That's a
allowed
good
to swear on
classic.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You are
classic.
classic.
It's just classic, but it feels very satisfying.
hmm
All right, I have a question. This is because you lived in LA. You lived in LA for a couple of years, right? Kat?
Mm-hmm.
So I
I did,
feel like you are now a freeway expert.
Mm.
So I'm gonna throw a scenario at you, and you have to tell us what your answer is.
Okay.
It's 4 p.m. on Friday. You're in Culver City, and you need
Oh,
to get to
God.
Hollywood. Let's say there's no construction and there's no road closures. How do you get from Culver City to Hollywood in the most efficient manner?
I have to pull up my map because it's been a second, and I'm one of those notorious
Oh.
like the GPS. I follow the blue line rather than
Right.
the road names.
hmm
Got it.
So
Got it.
I also lived in West Hollywood, and like as a religion, never left. Yes.
Oh, well,
We're
then
out by
never
the
mind.
That's the smartest
by the-
option.
right. We're out by the
That
airport.
is the best. That is the best
Oh
answer.
Mhm.
God.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I say. I say I don't go back to Hollywood. I drive down to Venice and
There you
just
go.
spend the night. That's
Better
what I
option.
did.
Better option.
Yeah.
It's a more fun
I
option.
lived in Venice for a year. Awesome.
Oh, wow.
West Hollywood, awesome. Woodland Hills, terrible.
But
proper.
No love for the
Valley,
valley.
what?
huh?
The
No love for
valley.
the valley.
That was the first year, and I was like, "Get me out of here! What is this place?" And
No
then
love for
I
Woodland
lived.
Hills.
No. And then I lived in. We lived in Hollywood proper, but my favorite was West Hollywood and Venice.
Yeah.
So
fair.
I mean, I never left West Hollywood. Once I was in, unless I had to go to the airport, which I would always just take an Uber because I was going to the airport to fly away somewhere. So I never was paying attention, anyways.
Mhm.
So anytime that I would drive from that part of town to anywhere near Hollywood, I wouldn't be driving. So that's actually why I don't really know.
Nice.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
in West Hollywood, did you get to enjoy any of the Pride festivities while you lived there?
You know what? Just a little bit in June. Yeah, it's Pride Month. But unfortunately, I left in June. I arrived, but when we lived there, I arrived in August
funny.
and left in the June. So I barely got a taste.
Mhm.
But I
Got
did
it.
go out to a few like amazing bars, and like I felt like every other day would go to the Salt and Straw in West
Mhm.
Hollywood, just like walk Bernie
Yeah.
down, and like
Nice.
we'd walk for like an hour because everyone would stop to say hi to Bern and just
Aw.
chat with people. Like it was so fun, and like, you know, those perfect nights, and it's the energy of everyone in the bars, and it's just like the best place to walk around. And
Awesome.
I loved living there. Oh, it was the best.
Well, you're welcome back anytime to West Hollywood. We welcome
Oh.
you, open arms.
Oh, yes. Well, I'm hoping to be in LA later this this year, like probably
Nice.
November, December. So I will definitely be spending some time. Go back to see if my place
Awesome.
is still there.
Well, before we lose you, last time we asked you your favorite charity. We'd love to donate again. Do you have a charity that's on your mind that we can show some support to?
Ooh, gosh, there's so many good ones. I want to pick something different than I usually do. I mean, one of my favorite. Did I say Magic Wheelchair last time,
No.
or did
think
I
it was
say
an
Soy
animal.
Dog? Yeah,
I think it was
let's
that
do.
one.
Let's do. I would love. There's an amazing charity. I talked about them a little bit before, but I hope more people know about them. It's called Magic Wheelchair. They make cosplay costumes for children in wheelchairs, so they can go to
Whoa.
cons and like cosplay their little hearts out. And
Aw.
it's so beautiful, the work that they do. The costumes are incredible. The kids are so happy, and
Wow.
it is just incredible for the families. And I love that charity, and I would be so grateful. I make a donation every year myself, and I would be so grateful to suggest that one. So yeah,
I've seen some
Magic
of those
Wheelchair.
wheelchair costumes at like San Diego and places, and they are
Mhm.
fantastic. And
Oh,
like those are some of the
amazing.
coolest costumes you see. Like ships from shows or whatever, or just anything. You're Throne, Game of Thrones stuff. I mean, you name it. They have the coolest costumes, and then all of a sudden, these kids are like, or whoever, they're the like center of attention in a good way, and everybody wants their picture, and I'm sure it totally enhances their experience, and it's amazing.
It's so awesome. I love the work that they do. I think it's just it kind of embodies the core of why I think conventions are amazing. Is like everything that they do. So yeah, I love them. Everyone who's listening, please check them out. They're awesome.
Before we lose you, do you mind, because you are a 2-time Kat Burrell Lifetime Achievement Award Snoppy winner.
Two of them. I love it.
We think you're the front runner for the third, but
it's looking pretty good for you this year too. Yeah.
I don't want to spoil it, but if you do win, would you mind? What would your acceptance speech be?
It would be the fact that there's even an quote unquote award that is attached to my name is ridiculous. Thank you very much. That would be that would be the speech.
Perfect.
Sums it up.
That's great.
All right.
It does. Well, Kat, you are such a good sport. We request your appearance every year, and you graciously accept. And you give so much of yourself at conventions and online and stuff. So thank you for not only being here, but for being such a force within all of your fans' lives. And I'm sure everyone says it, but we can't say it enough. Thank you so much, Kat. We really, really appreciate it.
Oh my gosh. It's my absolute pleasure. And I hope you guys always know that it goes both ways. I immensely appreciate all the love and positivity and just happiness that you guys bring to my life. So thank you very much in the same manner. I really means the world to me. So thanks, Kat, for saying that. And thank you guys for having me. This was so lovely.
Thank you. And we'll see you next week at EDE. And
yes,
we might bring a version of your Snoppy. Who knows? We'll see if we can do a photo op with it.
I love it. I love it. Give me the Snoppy. What did we say the catchphrase was? Tell me the Snoppy. Give me the Snoppy.
Give me the snop. Yeah, like the
give me the snop.
Yeah.
The goss. Give me the snop. I love it.
Give me the hot snop.
Oh, there it is. The hot snop. So good. So good. Amazing. All right. Oh, thanks guys so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Kat. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Take care.
Now we're done, right? Can we just go home now?
Oh yeah.
Can we just go? Can I go back to bed? This day's not going to get any better.
Nope.
No.
Well, speaking of conventions and such, Wendy, you and I both went to very different conventions this last weekend.
Different and probably very busy for both in different ways.
I can't tell you how bummed when I realized that Celebration had rescheduled to the same weekend as Urbexpo. Very upset. I was a bit, not to be too dramatic because it's just convention, but I was like, it's kind of spiraled a bit. I was like, well, what the fuck? Like now I have to choose. And then I was like, I can't tell Wendy. Like I put off telling you because I knew it was like, I'm so bummed. But anyway,
Star Wars.
Life is full of choices. You have to make hard choices.
Yeah. I remember before pandemic, I think I had Star Wars Con, XenaCon, and CatCon all the same weekend, and I don't know how I was going to juggle it. But
I remember we actually talked about that.
Yeah. But Star Wars was good. I ended up, my friend Mia from work, who wanted to get a ticket back in 2020 when it was originally scheduled and they were sold out. Since you couldn't go, she jumped on the chance to get a ticket and had a ball. I went Thursday trying to miss some of the busy crowds of the weekend, but honestly, it was not that different. It was a good, large crowd.
Oh.
Here's my problem. Unbeknownst to me, till like the next day, after like Friday, they have a stage. Like you've got the big stage. Like, okay, Harrison Ford made a random appearance with John Williams, and big things like that happen that they don't announce. But that happened before I could even get there, so whatever. But then there's a stage where like Diego Luna and all these people from the shows, like Ewan and Hayden, went by this live stage where they broadcast the con live, and it's just out in the middle of wherever. Anybody, if you just go when the stars come out, you're there. You can see them. I did not know this, or I would have probably just hung out that stage. Instead, I walked all around the dealer's room and up and waiting in line for the store and all that, I walked like 7 miles that day just walking cons.
Wow.
But so it was busy. It was crowded. It was a little overwhelming. A lot of booths, a lot of stuff, but it was fun. It was good. And then I was so wiped out. And then I went back Saturday, and that's when my friend Mia went and met me. And the first order of our day was to get our photo with Ewan McGregor, who was as adorable and cute and nice as you would hope for him to be. So we did that. That was fun. And then I just walked up and I looked right at him in the eye, and he stuck his hand. I'm like, "Good morning, Ewan. How are you doing?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah, have a good day." And in this cute accent, it sounds nothing like what I just did. And then Mia went off to a panel a little bit, and I putzed around and then got back in line for his autograph. Because why not? That was a very long line, and it was, signing, moving. There was no chat. There was no burst line, whatever. But he did look up when I walked by. He's like, "Thank you so much. Thank you for coming," something like that. And I had a mask on. We couldn't go back to where he was without masks. Although the picture, we didn't need them, so I didn't have it for the picture. But I just kind of gave him a little wave and said, "Thank you, Ewan," because he didn't know what I was saying. I had a mask on.
Right.
So, but yeah, that was the highlight because he was adorable. And the cool thing is about Ewan, there were a lot of guests. Like Hayden Christensen was there. I mean, Ewan was, I'd say, like Billy D. Williams, I think may have signed, Anthony Daniels, some other people from the movie. But Ewan, as far as Kenobi coming out that Friday, he was as big as you got at that con.
Oh, yeah.
And all the other guests that were even near his stature, they showed up. They were surprises, or they went to the thing, but they didn't do the autographs. They didn't do the photo ops, and he did. And I can't imagine they made him, and if they made him, I'm sure he would have said, "Okay, well, I'll do a limited number every day." He did. So he did them on Friday. He did them on Saturday. I was in group 1. I jumped on it early, I guess. So I was in group 1. There were 4 groups in the early morning thing. And I thought, wow, look at these lines. They're all long. He's doing a lot of photos. And then I made my way back around there later, going to the autograph line. They're on group 12.
Whoa.
So he did a lot of pictures. And then the autograph line, I was pretty far back. And by the time I was almost into the room, by the time I was done, actually, there was still a lot of line and people still walking up who had bought the autograph.
Wow. And
he even came out, he made a surprise appearance on the live stage later. They were in the middle of broadcasting something else, one of the panels, and they like breaking news, interrupted the panel, and Ewan just walks out by himself. He's just to thank everybody for coming, tell them how much it meant to him to meet everyone, what a good time, how much he loved it, and hope they had a good time. And he was so cute. He's like, I'm only going to be here for about another 20 minutes. So I know there's a bunch of you who've bought autographs. Some of you bought autographs and haven't been by yet. So if you bought your autograph, come on back because I'm only here for a little bit. So come see me. And he was like asking the people he hadn't gotten to yet to come there because he was almost done. He could not have been a cuter, more adorable human being.
Unlike some of the celebrities that, like, if they don't have enough people in their line, like they'll just not show up at all.
Yeah.
Right.
Or they'll just
And some will do
leave
that.
early and then during their allot hours. Yeah.
Well, he didn't lack for people, I can tell you that. And the thing is, I mean, he made a lot of money that weekend doing it. But then again, I doubt he needs the money.
Yeah, you don't need it.
So I feel like he just probably wanted to be fans. And then even during that weekend, I saw things coming out that he was doing a con in Edinburgh and San Antonio. So he didn't do this and think, well, that sucked. I don't want to do that again. He's signing up for more cons. I think he's maybe just enjoying meeting the people and the fans and making a lot of money at the same time. But
celebration in LA, I get that. But then for him to go to San Antonio, that's cool.
San Antonio,
so cute.
But
so
I
sweet.
could not have been more impressed. I mean, I didn't know what to expect, But I've always, even in Moulin Rouge, I just always thought he was adorable. So I thought, when else am I going to get the chance to meet Ewan McGregor? And he was great. But the whole con was fun. I didn't buy a ton of stuff. I mean, it's almost like when you go somewhere and you see some Star Wars things, like, oh, Star Wars, and then it like you kind of hone in on that, and then you might buy something. But when the entire convention is something you like, like I could have bought a piece of art at every dealer there that I liked, and I was like, it's too much. It's sort of so I kind of shut down with the shopping a little bit. I bought a few things, but it was a lot. So, but it was a lot of fun. And next year it's in Europe, so. Or 2 years, whatever they're doing it again. It's in Europe.
Do we know where? I was
think
hoping
London.
Oh, it was
I
going
think
to be
it's
like
London.
Colorado or something. Somewhere
No.
close I could definitely go to.
I don't think they've done it in Europe for a little bit. So, XL Center or something. I think it said London.
Okay.
So, but it was good.
London
It was
town.
good.
That's what they call it.
London town.
London town.
London.
You've been practicing, Tara, I can tell. Well, that sounds amazing. And he's just a class act. Ewan McGregor, class act.
He sure
And,
seems to be, at least from what I saw.
and he's probably just so excited to be back with Star Wars, and the fact that fans are excited to see him, and that are showing him sort of the praise and love that he deserves.
Which
Since
he
the
always
beginning,
got.
since episode 1 through 3.
Yeah, which I think he always got, even when people were ripping on the prequels. Ewan was one of the ones that they loved.
He's the best thing in the movie.
Hayden's definitely got a resurgence of people appreciating
Yes.
him, and it's like, he kind of, and I think a lot of it, was George's direction. I love you, George, but I think just the way they filmed him, the way he probably instructed him. But I think a lot of love for Hayden.
I love that.
Is
so
out
much.
there on the internets right now, and the
Good.
prequels. It's gotten a little resurgence because of all these projects. So
Yeah, good.
it was a very fun, happy, Star Warsy place to be.
Awesome. Well, same. Fun and overwhelming is what I would call it, Herb Expo. Got to meet some Snob Tarts, guys.
Yeah. Who'd you
All
meet?
right.
I met True, Shelby, Ingrid, Ashki, Ashley, and many others who I can't remember their name. I apologize.
That's a lot. Yay.
But Master Chief Jen, you guys.
Ooh. Nice.
So Master Chief it was such a delight to hang out with her and her partner or wife. Apologies if I got that wrong. So fun, so friendly, and we chatted a bunch of times. We'd see each other in line for stuff like, "Hey, Master Chief." Did you know that Master Chief Jen is part of the I don't know how to say this, 501st or 501
501st? I
stormtrooper
Look at that.
thing, and she has her own gosh darn trading card.
Wow.
She plays like this dark trooper.
Ooh.
That is cool. Oh, let me see the back.
So her character is Iden Versio. She's a T1. I don't know what any of this means. T1
Like the call sign
16700.
number,
Okay.
I think.
And her costume is Iden Versio. I'm sorry, Master Chief. I'm butchering this. She's in the Wisconsin Garrison Blood Moon Squad unit. She's in the Jolly Roger Squadron detachment. She uses a E11 and
That's cool. The
DL-44.
Jolly Roger Squadron detachment.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
Anyway, very cool. We have our very
show me the
own
back. I wanna see the
Master
back.
Chief trading card.
Oh, cool. That's
How
that's
fun.
Master Chief Jet
That's Master
Oh,
Chief
cool.
Jen.
That's
with
what
a
it is.
big ass gun.
I know. So this is great.
Wow. Man, I want to do that. That's
Very
fun.
cool. So I got some merch. I got some Master Chief Jen merch.
That is cool.
Nice.
So honestly, meeting people was a huge highlight. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. The panels were fun. Being around other Erpers is always a good time. So it was a lot of fun. It's a lot.
It is. It is. Those kind
much-
of cons, as opposed to like the Star Wars con, it's like you're just constantly you're always doing something fun with people, and it's
Yeah.
like a 24-hour day thing.
And how much sleep did you get?
You know what? We actually did pretty good.
Okay.
We would stay up late, but just like in our room talking.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it was a whole thing. You had to
Pillow
get,
talk.
We had some pillows. You could call it that. I roomed with Anne of the Why Not podcast, and we also had another cat in there. So every morning at 9 they'd open up the wait list lottery type thing, and you got your phone and you would choose who you wanted to see that day. So that we kind of dubbed that was like the Hunger Games wait list. So we would all kind of crowd into the room at 9 a.m. and say, "Who did you get?" "I got this person." "I'm gonna get," you can, like, basically we're helping each other out. Like,
Yeah.
I'll get on this list. Anyways, a little stressful. But
Was it like when we got on Rise of Resistance that time, and you, me, and Tara were all like
it was very
so
similar.
stressed out? That's
Very similar.
Yeah.
Similar vibe. But we had a great time, and
And you moderated.
I didn't. Not
Oh,
there.
you didn't. Not
No.
there. I'm
Um,
confused. Oh, that's
You're
this
just a
weekend.
civilian fan in attendance.
I was just hanging out. And Anne and Kevin, they had an herbology panel, which was nice. I went to just fun to see everybody in person. And I got to talk to Mel. I talked to Tamara, Tim. I never talked to Tim before, and Emily, of course, is awesome as always. So it was a lot of fun. Good time.
Does
Nice.
it have like the feel of the Xenocons back in the day, where it's just like this family of love and happy and
It is. And, what I will say about what Herb does and Xena doesn't, and I'm sure there's reasons for it, but
Creation.
I wasn't going to say that. The accessibility, to just
creation?
Tim's going to be walking around in the merchant section, and just being able to walk up to the table and talk to someone while they're autographing your stuff. Like, yeah, it's the accessibility that this cast has given us that is like no other.
Nice.
Did you do much New Orleans in?
A little bit. We did some Bourbon Street walking around, French Quarter, and a little bit of that. But once the con starts, you're just like you're dialed in.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Do you need to get the door?
I'm gonna go check the door.
Okay. I kept thinking you would just interrupt me. So Tara, how's it hanging? I'm sure she'll cut this. You never know.
Thank God she's gone. Now we can talk
Oh my
about her.
gosh, that was nice when she was away
Oh.
for a whole weekend, wasn't it?
Oh.
my God.
Mm.
Hi, Kat. Are you listening? Who's at the door? What if she hadn't come back? Should we be ready to call 911?
Yeah.
You were doing a podcast. This is like a beginning of a Law and Order episode or Law and Order SVU or something.
Oh,
It's like you're on
yeah.
a podcast and one of your people doesn't come back.
Right. And then the
I
guys
think
get
they've
on and
had
say something
like
quippy.
this. Yeah.
Well, I guess she signed off for good.
Good one. You're missing some rousing talk, Kat.
Oh no, I'll catch it during.
Yeah,
the
you'll
edit.
hear it later.
And how can I forget? I met Jackie of Jackie and Buster. There was no Buster, but Jackie was great. I got to spend some time with Jackie, and it was just fun walking through the halls and being like, "Hey, what's up?" Like just kind of in passing. Once you actually put a face to the name, it's fun to just like bump into people. So it was a really good time.
I know you've been out on the streets meeting our people, meeting our listeners. I'm excited to do that here. At
Yeah.
DevCon.
It's gonna be fun. We're gonna talk to lots of people.
I forgot how to talk to that many people. I'm gonna have to practice.
You get the hang of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
Well.
yeah, there it is. That's it. That's all I got.
Big day today.
Big day, guys.
Well, keep up with us and more. Because you know what? We might be taking a little audio podcasting hiatus through part of June. But I'm sure we'll be keeping you up to date on things like Tara's trip and just whatever random thoughts run through our mind on the Twitter, for one, at SnopOdcast with one D.
Yep, that's right. Don't forget that. And on Instagram and Facebook at She Nerds Out Podcast.
And, you can send us an email directly to shenerdsOut@gmail.com. You can go to our website, shenerdsout.com, and leave us a voicemail, send us a message, buy us a beer, buy some merch. We got some merch. It's flying off the shelves, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing some merch on at Expo. And actually, Master Chief Jen, when I met Jen, she had a Snop Tart shirt. Actually, I think it was one of the new Twitter ones. One of the new Twitter post ones that we have out. So it's
Nice.
always so much fun to see merch in the wild. So yeah, hopefully we'll see some in Anaheim.
And if you're going to be there, let us know so we know to look for you. And don't be shy. Don't be shy.
Don't be
And
shy.
Say hello. Yeah. Or be shy. Being shy is okay. Just still come up and say hi.
Yeah.
Just let us
We
know.
want to meet you.
Yes.
We're very nice. We're very nice. Hey, what if somebody wants to be like Martina and send us some incredible, beautiful, and just mind-blowing fan art? How would they send that to us?
Well, they'd write to Snop, P.O. Box 6732, Burbank, California, 91510.
So I will say, like, actually, this what Martina made was made out to Why Not. So I crossed that out and I put our name on it. So sorry, Casey and Ann. Sorry. Anne doesn't even have the key to the mailbox. How is she gonna know?
Was that really Anne and Casey in all those little photos, and then
Yeah.
you just drew our faces on them?
Exactly. It's like red meant this, red meant that.
Yeah. Scribble, snap.
All right, ladies.
All right. Well, I got to go to Tahoe.
Let's
so-
call it a day. We got to go to Tahoe. We got to hit the road.
Yeah.
Tara's got a bike ride to do. She's going to ride all the way to Tahoe.
Yeah,
and then
she
she's
is.
going to ride the ride. I'm going to follow her in the pace car.
Hell no.
So get ready. All right. Well, till next time, she nerds out.
Out.
She nerds out. We're girls that like nerdy things. Nerdy things.
Give me the snop.